The very powerful Sid Vicious, and in the ring right now, it's the All-American Doug Basham. Referee Kevin Christian is there too. We are awaiting the unified world champion Sid Vicious, and here he comes into the wrestling area. Well, I think you hear the reaction of the fans. Sid is asking for their cheers, but he's not getting them. He's hearing boo.
Yeah. I don't know if he's hearing them or not. He's smiling, Dave.
He's smiling, but they're not behind you, Sid.
Man.
Now, you know, it tickles my heart to see a young kid like Doug Basham come out here and say, hey, man, I'm going to give it all I got, and I'm going to go after Sid Vicious today, and I'm going to take that world belt. Well, Doug, see, I know you're stupid, but you're not so stupid that over the last couple of months, you couldn't happen to open your eyes and see the pain and the punishments I have given everyone that has faced me, my friend. Now, I want you to know something. I want you to do something. I want you to come down here in front of all these people here today, in front of all these people at home, and you take the easy way out, Doug. You come down here and say, I quit, I'm walking out, and you can. You can walk out of here today without a bone broken, without any loved ones at home crying about you. So come on down here and do me a favor, Doug, because I'm going to tell you something. I really don't want to hurt you, my friend. So do me a favor this morning. Take the easy way out, because no one's going to think of you any less than you are. And that's nothing. You and everyone else in the USWA are nothing when it's compared to me. So don't feel bad about walking out of here a coward. Just say that you will.
Doug?
Sid, let me tell you something, Sid. For the past 18 years, my ultimate goal was to become a professional wrestler. I lace up my boots the same way you lace up your boots, brother. You are big, and you are bad. I do agree. And you are the world unified heavyweight champion. But the only way to become a champion, Sid, in the wrestling business is to fight champion. And that's what I'm going to do right here today. I'm not walking out of here.
Fly up in the ring and get up there. Now see, Dave Brown, this is just an example of stupidity that fills the USWA. Now see, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do something today, Dave Brown. And Corey, I want you to listen to this too. And I'm not really going to want to do this to this young man, but I feel like at this point, there's a lesson to be learned.
Well, lesson to be learned, says Sid Vicious as he heads to the ring. Doug Basham refusing just to forfeit the match and walk out of here. And boy, you got to admire him for that.
Yeah.
That would probably, well, it'd be the easy thing to do. But Doug had an excellent point. If you want to be a champion, and he does, you got to wrestle champion. You got to wrestle on that caliber. And that's what he's doing here today. This young man who's still in his rookie year in wrestling.
Shows a lot of heart for Doug Basham, let me tell you. If I looked over and saw Sid Vicious, I think I ought to be headed out the back door.
I know I'd be headed out the door,
front door.
Doug Basham hanging in there. Oh, Sid Vicious with that big boot.
6'7", 295 pounds is the unified world champion, Sid Vicious. Doug Basham, 215 pounds. Boy, it's about 80 pounds less than Vicious. And Sid Vicious, a big, big guy, let me tell you.
I tell you, we've been impressed with Doug Basham ever since he came out of here, out of Kentucky. He has always stepped into the match, given it his best, hasn't won them all, but has really, really been impressive in his ability to step in there and try to win. And I think that's what's reflected in his being in there right now and, frankly, at the moment, getting the worst of it. Sid Vicious.
Boy, Vicious unloads right in the midsection on Basham. And look at Doug Basham fight his way back.
Goes to show you this guy's no quitter. Basham comes off the ropes with a boot. Man, doesn't move the big guy. Clothesline from Vicious.
Boy, he brought that boot up, and it did not budge Sid Vicious at all. Sid Vicious just smacked him right back down to the mat. One thing Doug has going for him, though, Sid Vicious could get overconfident. I mean, history is littered with stories of the little guy beating the big guy for one reason or another. Oh, my goodness, but when you look at that, it doesn't appear that that's about to happen here.
Kind of reminds you about the David and Goliath story. That looks
exactly,
like
yeah.
It's going to happen today, though. Sid Vicious, the Unified World Champion, holding Basham over. They're holding him between the ropes over there and just pounding away on All-American Doug Basham, and Basham still hanging in there, though.
Sid Vicious just stalking around the ring. I've said it before. It's difficult for words to convey the power that this guy has. He's huge.
Basham comes off. That's that clothesline. Comes back, and Vicious sets him up. Looks like he's going for that throttle slam. Oh man, he does. Slams him right down into the middle of the ring. Goes on All-American Doug Basham. That throttle slam from Vicious is vicious.
But instead of Sid going for the cover, which he could probably get rather easily right here, he goes over to celebrate, to taunt the crowd. Now he comes over and picks up Doug Basham by the hair.
Oh, Vicious setting up Basham. Looks like the power bomb, Dave. High in the air, and down goes Doug Basham.
The throttle slam, followed by the power bomb, and finally Vicious covers. The count is 3.
Turn off the lights. Party's over, man. It's over. Doug Basham gets pinned by that man.
Look at that power right there. It's Sid Vicious. Doug Basham counted out. He loses this match, but I think he wins some respect, certainly from us, if not from Sid Vicious.
Man.
As Sid Vicious did prove his point, he is more powerful than his opponent today.
Dave Brown, without a doubt now that the people are sitting at home, they are looking at me right now on their TV screen, and it hit them right here in the head, my friend, like a diamond bullet. That's the man you are looking at. My friend, he is superior to all. He is the man that rules the world. And my friend, the King, Jerry Lawler, you will experience that power bomb.
Sid Vicious looking ahead to the King. The title match coming up. Back in just a moment. The 30th of Mid-South Coliseum. Another super big night of action coming up down at the Roundhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look at the opening match of the night. You got Eliminator Saturn wrestling as a single. He'll be going against Corey Williams in that match. Following that, Eliminator Cronus will be wrestling as a single against King Cobra. Then you got the All-American Doug Basham. Boy, Doug took quite a beating from Sid Vicious here today. He's going against another rugged wrestler. Maybe not quite as big as Sid Vicious, but man with pretty good size himself. We're talking about the Spellbinder. Spellbinder against the All-American Doug Basham Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. PG-13 will be going against the Phantoms with Fantasia.
We'll be looking at them a little bit later on.
Exactly, and we'll see, but USWA tag titles will be at stake. The champions, and very popular champions, PG-13, will be challenged by the Phantoms, and Fantasia will be in the corner.
Look forward to this next one.
Special challenge match coming up. Now, last week, Scott Bowden, this match was supposed to occur a week ago, but Scott Bowden got off easy because of what happened, and the match ended up getting changed. But not only does he have to have the match with Brian Christopher, look at that. Special challenge lumberjack match. It means lumberjacks around the ring, so Bowden's not going to be able to get out and run. He gets out of the ring, he's going to throw him back in.
Yeah, so Scott Bowden can leave his Air Jordans at home this week because there'll be no running.
Won't do him any good. Then the Moondog Death match, and this one, of course, falls don't count. The match continues until one team, not one member of the team, until one team cannot answer the bell, and then that will be the end of the match. Moondogs against Tommy Rich and Buddy Landell. little incident not only last week, but again here today.
Yeah.
Guarantee you Moondogs are going to come with the entire hardware store.
Richard Lindale will pay.
Probably stop by and buy out a hardware store on the way over to the matches Monday night. You follow that with a no time limit, no disqualification. Dark Patriot against Brian Christopher. But listen to this one. In this one, it's the mask against Doug Gilbert returning. What does that mean? Well, if Brian wins, the mask will come off. And if it is Doug Gilbert, as we know it is, he will be forced into having a hair match next week. Now, on the other hand, if Brian does not win, then Doug Gilbert will be allowed to return without having a hair match. So, Brian's got to beat the Dark Patriot, take the mask off, and then when it's revealed, as we are almost sure it will be, to be none other than Doug Gilbert, then there'll be a hair match the following week. So that's the stipulation on that. Then you got main event of the night. The return World Unified Championship match. The King will be back. He will be going against the Unified Champion, the very powerful, the scary Sid Vicious. But Jerry Lawler is not scared of it. As a matter of fact, Jerry Lawler, as you know, Corey, has a win. I want you to take a look at some videotape right here, and I want you to pay particular attention to both endings, if you will. Watch.
With a bear hug, Lawler about to get out of it. A shot comes down. Good night. Look out, Sid Vicious. 15-minute mark now. 15 minutes past. 45 to go. 15 minutes past. Look at Jerry Lawler pound away on Vicious. Atomic knee drop by Lawler. Swings after him again. Here's the spellbinder right here. Lawler hits the spellbinder and Vicious waits on a key. Slams him down with that throttle slam. 2, 3, it's over. Oh, man. Sid Vicious retains the unified world heavyweight title in 15:32. 15 minutes, 32 seconds.
We didn't see the end of the tape.
Yeah.
Is there something you need to know about at the end of the tape?
Yeah, yes, there is. At the end of what we saw right there was Spellbinder interfering and you getting a 1, 2, 3. But then what we didn't see is Jerry Lawler challenging you to come back 1 against 1 and the outcome there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Dave Brown. See, everyone always gets caught up in this game, see. But who is the 1, 2, 3? Who gets beat that night? Well, see, Lawler, if anybody in the USWA could beat me, it just might be you. But see, I'm not afraid of that ever happening because for you, my friend, your days have passed. See, it's not nothing I've done to you, Lawler. It's nothing that your fans have done to you. See, when you're sitting there in the ring at night and that chant starts, Sid, it's nothing you've done. It's nothing against you. It's Mother Nature. See, it's crying out. It's saying, King, it is over. King, give it up. See, Lord, like in the African plains, one day the great mighty lion himself, he falls to the side for a new, for a younger, for a bigger, for a stronger lion. And there's nothing disrespectful about that. But what is disrespectful is for you to hang around as long as you have with your head down. And you want these people to holler, Lawler, Lawler, so fast till it burns your gut inside. Like I said, Lawler, you have mentioned one too many times about the history of this belt, about the history of the USWA. I'll say one more time. You, my friend, you are history. And what everyone is looking at right now at home on their TV is the future. The future of our business we know as professional wrestling. Lawler Monday night is the power bomb against the power driver. I think I can get out from the power driver. But I know for sure you will not get up from that power bomb. And then when the bomb is dropped on you, my fine, fat friend, when you awaken, you will say then, in your own heart, you'll say it with conviction. Sid Vicious, you are the man that rules the world.